take a look at this and this image. Do you have any bad habits like this that you like to break? If so, you will most likely want to replace them with better ones, right? So, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Imran bin Muhammad Jalani. I'm from CEE 2423. Have you ever wondered why it is so difficult for some people to quit smoking or unhealthy eating? Despite they knowing that these are bad habits, they continue to do it. This is due to the fact that habits are deeply ingrained in our mind. In this case, Endugesh mentioned that a pleasurable psychological experience could be the driving force behind the habit. So, in 2000, like here, we can see in 2017, 9.9% of adult smokers ages between 18 to 24 had quit smoking, as reported in the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention website. So your current habits, whether they are good or bad, are all present in your life for a reason. Even while these actions are harmful to you in other ways, they do benefit you in one particular way. Many people have overcome their bad habits, demonstrating that it is not impossible for someone to stop and break their bad habits. Though living a bad habit is very difficult, knowing the causes such as stress and boredom and excessive fatigue, then how to replace it, like identify the trigger and choose substitute and go back to old self, will result in the best outcome. So let's start with the causes of bad habits. The root of bad behavior is typically easy to identify because it typically occurs in our daily life. Your misbehavior is primarily brought on by two factors, which are stress and boredom. Bad habits are frequently just a technique of coping with stress and boredom. Simple reactions to stress and boredom include things like smoking, going on expensive shopping sprees, drinking every weekend, and wasting time on the internet. However, things don't have to be that way. You may change your negative habits by teaching yourself new constructive ways to deal with stress and boredom. Other than that, bad behavior is also influenced by excessive fatigue. According to the research conducted by CW Health 2022, more than 100 coffee drinkers believe that coffee consumption can help them recover or reduce their tiredness. So as you can see here, this is the graph. When the pandemic happens, people drink more cups of coffee per day, as reported in the Spruce website. People grossly underestimate the significance of tiredness, while grossly underestimating the significance of habits. Additionally, people should not use tiredness as an excuse to continue engaging in bad habits, as this can have severe impacts on their life. Therefore, to break undesirable habits, you must first understand their root reasons. So, now that you know something about the factors of bad habit, let's look at how to break bad habits and replace them. Most of this issue with undesirable conduct can simply be replaced instead of being removed. So first thing first, you need to identify the trigger of your bad habits and choose a substitute for your bad habits. You must prepare in advance for how you will act when faced with the stress or boredom that triggers your negative behavior. When the need to smoke strikes, what will you do? As an example, you can chew gum or breathing exercise. Instead, simply go back to the old self. There's no need to change who you are. We frequently believe that we must completely transform into from now to a new person in order to break undesirable behavior. But the truth is that you already possess the capacity to live a life free of unhealthy routines. You only need to go back to not smoking. You don't need to stop. You merely need to get back to being healthy You don't need to change into a healthy person. You have already lived without these bad habits, even though it was years ago. Therefore, you can absolutely do it again. So it's time to confront your ingrained bad habits and figure out how to break it. Various ways to find out the causes and ways to overcome the problem of bad behavior. Firstly, you can imagine yourself being successful. Imagine yourself quit smoking, purchasing wholesome foods, or waking up early. Whatever the bad habit is that you want to stop, picture yourself succeeding at it, grinning and having a good time. Imagine creating a new person for yourself. Other than that, you can make friends with those who lead you the lifestyle. While you don't have to say goodbye to your old friend, you shouldn't underestimate the influence of making some new good friends. Make friends with those who have a clear, wise outlook on life and who don't have much time to devote to bad habits. This will help you on your journey through life. Bad habits have underlying causes, and there are strategies people can use to replace them with positive ones. You can be a better person by changing your lifestyle. Nobody can help break your bad habits unless you do it yourself. Do it now or regret it later. That's all from me. Thank you. Hope you can do it.